Hey, yo.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey, Birmingham, let's talk. Birmingham, let's talk. Hey, man, we in week 14 of the football season.
14.
Week 14. Man, we been here that long?
Oh,
Man, we've been rolling, boy.
all these weeks.
Boy, you been going, boy. You going. Hey,
What's going on, fam?
man. Hey, man, shout out to everybody, man, on the live right now. Everybody who watching live and everybody who watching not so live. Because, you know, I know a lot of y'all like to watch the show, but y'all don't want to think that y'all watching. But we know y'all watching. So shout out to you too, all the late watchers. Hey, we know you watching. Because I can hear you. Hey, one day, my sister and all her friends, they were sitting in the room and they said something. And my dad came out. He said, hey, y'all been in my point oh. And my dad was like, my sister like, what you mean? What you mean? He said, I know y'all been in my point oh. I'm listening to y'all. Hey, and I be hearing y'all talking in the street. I know y'all be watching.
Definitely watching. Definitely watching. But man, I don't know. The comments have been acting up again. So I've dropped the link to the YouTube channel.
Hey,
you can come on.
Real?
Yeah, man, all day.
Man, come on, man.
So hit the link to the YouTube. Come on in and hit that chat button. Tag your friends.
It let me come in.
Yeah, you're on your phone, but it's
I made it from. I ain't do it from Birmingham Let's Talk. I did it from my phone.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You in there, but everybody else is tripping. I've been on a couple of hours today.
All right,
all right. But anyway, man, y'all know how I go. Big week. This is the week before the week, and you know anything about anything, y'all know what time it is because it's Thanksgiving time.
Yeah, man. I was always told if you're practicing doing Thanksgiving, that means you had a pretty good season.
That means you had a great season.
That means you got a good team. It's the week before the big dance, the championship game, and we saw some teams. We did our prediction last week. We saw some teams stamp that ticket. We had two teams in 7A stamp that ticket. We had an upset. We both had Central Phoenix City advancing back to the championship game, and Auburn. We've seen Thompson and Auburn play before, and here they are again playing again. I watched that game a few years ago. They played in Tuscaloosa,
Mm-hmm.
and Auburn had the game won, and Thompson actually won the game. Had some big special teams play, defensive stops, and actually pulled that game out. I'm pretty sure some of those Auburn guys remember that. Coach Etheridge, who's the coach now, he was not there then, I don't believe. He was at Oxford then. Coach Etheridge, he's from Leeds, won all those championships over at Leeds. Went over to Oxford and won. Was down at T.R. Miller for a while, and now he's at Auburn. Got them rolling, looking good,
looking real good.
I watched them play live. I did see him. Ramsey has opportunity to go back to Auburn. Like we talked about this in week 6. Ramsey got on the bus and went down to Auburn, played Auburn High School, and there are 2 of the final teams left in football. Wow.
Birmingham City.
Wow. On the other side, I think we both took Hoover. We lost both of those games in 7A last week. We both had Hoover winning the rematch, and we know that they got drugged. It is what it is.
We did note that.
Thompson.
We did note that it's hard to beat a team twice.
8th grade. 8th is very hard to beat a team.
It's hard to beat a team twice.
It's very hard to beat a team.
We talked about that specifically that game, because we talked about that game. We still thought Hoover would pull it out.
Yeah, they didn't score. The first game was only 10-0. Thompson actually put up a lot more points this time with behind an 8th grader, man. Just think about that, man. You're an 8th grader starting in the 7A state championship game in Auburn. I mean, like, wow.
That's crazy.
Man.
But what did it say about the coach, though? That's good coaching, man.
Man, man. Mark Freeman is one of the deals. We talked about him on the show before, and all the programs that he started. Bessemer Academy, Spanish Fort, Gulf Shore. He's the guy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him.
Yeah, man. It was another surprising win, wasn't it?
Oh, we had an upset Thursday night. We had an upset. The number 1 team in 5A. They've been number 1 the entire year. The coach last week, he broke the record. He passed Buddy Anderson for the most wins ever by a coach. And this week,
Henderson,
he at home.
Henderson,
they playing basketball.
Henderson.
Shout out to the bro.
4 seed, right?
Charles Henderson won.
They the one?
Yeah, they won. And UMS Wright was a one.
That's right.
Yeah, they would have won from region 3. And they pulled it out, man.
Yeah, they did.
So that's big that we get to see. He on Facebook coming, so somebody it's working somehow good. So that was what the Thursday game we saw UMS Wright go down. Other games from the week. So got to move on because we got some business to handle right here.
Let's go.
So we're gonna run all these games right quick, and then we're gonna move into the business, and then we'll go for the games next week.
Let's do it.
All right. So we told you 7A and 6A. Mountain Brook defeats Hartselle 49-30. They will move on to play Muscle Shoals. Muscle Shoals defeated Gardendale 38-7. We thought we might see a rematch between Mountain Brook and Gardendale. Not this time. Mountain Brook, Muscle Shoals. Another game. This game went into double overtime, man. A lot of controversy behind this game. Did you see the last play? I think they said Saraland was up 20-0. They were up like 37-7.
37-7.
And Homewood Mounts come back. Game goes overtime. They go for 2, which I think is a good thing, man. You know, sometimes they don't go for the win. They went for 2, and questionable whether he's got in or not. You know, all that ball got to do is cross the plane.
Touch.
At home, if they'd have been playing at Homewood, it would have been good. In Saraland, it's no good. 57-56. Saraland moves on to another rematch. Saraland and Theodore.
Yes, sir. Bing, bing, bing.
Theodore beat Saraland by 1 point earlier in the year. That's how they got the 1 seed. That's the only loss on the year for Saraland. We get the predictions in a minute because I'm like Doc. You know, Doc took Saraland and win it all.
He did.
He put me on Saraland months ago. He was telling me about their sophomore quarterback, and his sophomore receiver. He's like, you got to check him out. And look, he wasn't talking about, because Doc like a real smart football guy. Yeah. He was talking about the development of the kid. He was like, look how developed this kid is as a sophomore. He was just like, look at it, look at the progress. And then I just watched the kid throughout the year, man. They are putting up big time numbers.
Man, they got a good team.
Yeah. All right. So 5A. We know that we talked about UMS Wright lost. UMS Wright. So Charles Henderson will play Faith Academy, who defeated Gulf Shores 20-14. You know, I had Gulf Shores. That was my team in the ship.
You did.
So Gulf Shores out. Faith Academy and Charles Henderson, 2 upsets in the South. And the 2 teams everybody had picked to play for the semifinal. Ramsey defeated Leeds 26-19. Got a comeback win. Was losing 16-7. 16-7. Mountain comeback in the fourth quarter, really. Fourth quarter. 26-19. Pleasant Grove, man. Who'd have thought that game would have been that close? Went into double overtime. OT. Pleasant Grove with a walk-off touchdown. 41-38 over a scrappy Arab team. Very scrappy Arab team. Shout out to Arab and their coaching staff, because that's the first year coach, because the old coach is at Hoover.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's at Hoover now. So shout out to them, man. Arab. They
put up a fight.
Man, they put up a good fight.
Good fight
against a very good team on the road in the playoffs when it's cold. We can't overlook that, man. And it's just their first time. So I watch out for Arab next year. I don't know what they got coming back, but even the young guys, that's something to build on.
Absolutely. And thing about it, watching that game, trying to do the Ramsey and then try to do that game to see who might head up. Man, the coaching in that game, the in-game adjustments. Ooh, that second half, you saw some coaching, man.
Yeah,
you saw some coaching from two top-notch programs, man. Just the minor adjustments, and it came down to the wire. If I'm not mistaken, Pleasant Grove may have been up by a touchdown or 2 late in that game, and again they made an adjustment, and then Pleasant Grove makes another adjustment and gets out of there with that W. But moving on.
Hey man, so no man, we're gonna pivot right here. All right. So speaking of Pleasant Grove and Arab, there is a big game coming up this week. Semifinal game between Pleasant Grove and Ramsey High School. Pleasant Grove and Ramsey have met. This will be the 3rd time in 4 years.
3 and 4.
This will be the 3rd time in 4 years they've met in the playoffs.
Yeah,
they met once in the 3rd round and once in the semifinal. And this will be the 2nd time in the semifinal that Pleasant Grove and Ramsey will meet. Shout out to Coach Ronnie Jackson and Coach Darrell LeBeaux. Great head coaches and great programs that both teams had, one on the west and one on the south side. So we wanted to try to get a head up on this game and the beat, you know what I'm saying? But not only that, but also just to shine a highlight on both programs. Absolutely. Because we're big fans of both programs on this show. Yeah. And so we just want to kind of tell the coaches, hey man, we appreciate you. We appreciate what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And so we extended an invitation to both coaches to come on the show, and just so we can kind of brag on you. And unfortunately, we had one coach. He had a prior engagement, and he told us that he was like, man, I can't be on. I wish I could come on. He was like, man, if it was a different time, I would come on. I really can't come on at that time. So we understand, but we do got one of the coaches who's gonna be coaching in this game today, man. So man, go on, pull them up, man. Shout out, man. Let the people see who we got on today.
Coach, you there? Let's see. Can we get him up?
Hey, what's up?
Coach, what's up, man?
Oh, we have Coach Darrell LeBeaux of the Pleasant Grove High School.
How's it going with you, man?
Oh man, blessed, man. I can't complain at all, man. I'm blessed, trying to stay warm a little bit.
Okay. Well, first, man, I want to first of all thank you for accepting this invite and coming on to the show. And we followed you the whole season, and we actually made a visit over there. I think you had some stock for a player of the week in one of the weeks, and so. Just wanted to thank you again for taking. I know this is a busy week, prep week, and big week, and just taking out a little time to come and chat with us at Birmingham Let's Talk Sports. So, without further ado, man, you've been here before, and I guess I'm gonna swing my first question. You've been here before. What's this week like, Coach? Just the preparation. Although you've been here before, but what's this week like? Making sure you get your boys focused with the holiday and just preparing for such a big game.
Man, the biggest thing, man, is making sure that you're able to put your guys in a position to be successful, man. And one thing I've learned over these past couple of years, and I didn't get a chance to enjoy it. I was so locked in and so keyed in on all the little things, man. And what folks don't understand, man, it's hard to get to this point, man. And to sit back and not be able to enjoy your kids and be around your kids in this time, man, and really be able to sit back and see what's been done those far, throughout the season, man, is a blessing. But man, just going out and making sure that we understand the assignment, making sure we play our brand of football and putting ourselves in a situation to be successful, in all facets of the game. So making sure we stay healthy, keep our legs underneath us. Man, we didn't play a lot of football this past year, so to be here to this point, like you guys stated earlier, to be practicing during Thanksgiving week, man, that's a blessing. That's awesome. That mean that you close to that ultimate goal of getting to where you only could wish and hope for, man. You got guys that coach 20 and 30 years, man, and never have a chance to play for a semifinals or play for a state championship, man. So man, I'm taking advantage of every opportunity that we get, man, and being able to be back in the semis, man, and be around these kids another week. Man, it's just been fun, man. It's been a blessing.
Hey, that's what's up, man. So, hey, man, Rue Dog. So, shout out to you, dog. I just want to brag on you a little bit, man. So, Coach Darrell LeBeaux took over the Pleasant Grove football program in the summer of 2018. Now, not in this winter when most people take over and get to put in the off-season program and do a spring. He took over in the summer, and he took that team to a 9-3 record. Man, that in itself was very impressive. But he's backed it up each year with championship appearances, man. It's like kind of hard to even believe. 56-11 in 5 seasons. And I know for a fact that's wrong because they stole a game from him. So it really should be like 57-10 on the field.
That's definitely
the third winningest coach in school history. The other 2 coaches who are ahead of him coached for a decade.
Yeah.
And I know you played for both of those guys, Coach Luker and Coach Elgin. And I know you're carrying the torch for Pleasant Grove and the community, man. So I've been watching Pleasant Grove football for a while. And I've seen a great change in the program under your leadership. And just want to say, man, kudos to you, man. Big shout out to you and your staff and everything that you've done, not only in coaching the game, but also, man, the community, man. I see the guys out doing community service and just being leaders, man, going to the school, the elementary school.
Absolutely.
Being people that the kids look up into the community. I saw Christian Lewis had a book bag drive before school started. I know you're influential in doing that type thing with him. So, man, I just want to tell you, man, we appreciate you, man, because we need strong Black coaches in the communities. The first Black head coach at that school, a culture changer. All right, that's you're a culture changer, man. So all that bragging I just did on you, man, I just want to know, man, get inside your head a little bit, man. What makes LeBeaux go? What makes LeBeaux go?
Bo?
Oh man, it's multiple things, man. At an early age, I kind of shared this story before. You personally know because of our relationship that we have. Root to the bros, but man, at an early age, man, I'm originally from New Orleans. Louisiana. Man, the man that raised me, the guy who I call my dad, played the Saints 14 years. He's a Birmingham native. And got a chance to come back here, man. But at an early age, man, seeing my mom grind and hustle, man, my first Little League football game, man, I walked to. We had a 1978 Malibu that wouldn't start.
Yes, sir.
And my mom made me walk to the game because she knew how much football meant to me at an early age. So we walked to that game, and early on, I knew whatever I do, if it's with this game of football or not, I understood my why early. I'm gonna make sure my mom ain't gotta walk no more. I'm gonna make sure my mom ain't gotta work. So that mindset at an early age kind of carried over, man. And now it's about my family, man, leaving a legacy. Man, my dad name is Frank Warren. And at 13 years old, he asked me, hey, I want to legally adopt you and give you my last name. And I just knew at the time, man, my family, we wasn't doing anything to where our legacy would be cemented. So at 13, man, I knew that, I didn't want to put a hyphen on my name because I wanted my name to mean something. And I truly believe, man, that your name will mean more and it could carry more, you know, way after the money is gone and has ran out. So, man, that's my biggest thing, man. I want to leave my imprint on the game and leave a legacy for my kids to come behind and have opportunities because of, uh, the foundation that was laid before them, man. So, and that's the biggest thing, man. To love these kids and, uh, coach them hard and love them hard. That's just kind of where it is for me, man. And I enjoy doing it, man. I love my job. You know what I mean? They say, man, I get a chance to get up and go to work. I don't gotta go to work. There's a big difference. I get a chance to go to work every day, man, and then go enjoy doing what I'm doing. So, man, that's about it, man. Just leaving that legacy and making sure, man, I'm doing right by these kids and this community.
And when your name popular, cause I stood by dog at the classic, man. They nobody know me.
Man, going on with that, man.
Hey, like you down there at UAB, like, hey, he with me.
Man,
Like, good God, like,
I used to think I was popular.
Yeah,
Nah,
not
I
today.
stand next to LeBeaux.
Man, going on, man. Don't do me like that.
Coach, I got one, and this one's going to hit to the heart a little bit. If you can, Coach, because I know it makes a big difference in some way. Being able to come back to where you graduated from and to be able to see where it is, have vision to take it to another level, but take us through that path. First of all, how does it really feel to be back at your high school where you toil, sweat, blood, and tears, and then to be able to take the program and then take that program to another level? Does being at your home, does that add to your motivation at all?
It does. When I got to the point, coaching, being an assistant coach, and started thinking about being a head coach, my two ideal jobs, the jobs that I wanted to have was Pleasant Grove and Destrehan High School back in Louisiana. I said if I ever had those chances to go back to those schools, it would be definitely be great. And this opportunity happened faster for me, man. But man, one thing about the Pleasant Grove community, what makes it so important to me, it made me want to come back and definitely had the opportunity to coach, man. When my dad passed December of my senior year in high school, uh, three of the first faces that I seen was my high school coaches at my house. You know what I mean? And it was there for me. But not only that, the community in itself, no matter if it was black, white, green, or yellow, man, the community grabbed me and embraced me. You know what I mean? And a lot of folks don't know this, man. I lived by myself the last 3 months of my high school career. My mom moved back to New Orleans February of 2003, and I lived in Pleasant Grove by myself and never needed anything, never went without because the community grabbed me and made sure that I was taken care of. So, coming back was big. Man, opportunity to coach my younger brother. He was a senior on that first team that I had. Um, and being able to come in and seeing it a certain way and seeing it done a certain way and being able to come back and bring some of those, install some of those same things, man. Coach Keith Luker was a great coach. I think he's a better man. I still communicate with him now, and some of those things that he taught and instilled in us, some of those things was starting to be lost, and coming here and being able to kind of put my own spin on it, but not getting away from what it was to be a Spartan. When I first moved it from New Orleans, guys that was on the team made sure they let me know and understood, like, hey, I know you from Louisiana or whatnot, but we do things here a certain way, and they had lost that. had lost some of those things, man, and came back and implemented some of those things back in it, and found a way to do it our way at the same time. So, man, it's been definitely a great ride, man. Man, this thing's so much bigger than me. To be in this position, my first head coaching job, and being back here and having the success, man, I know it ain't all me. You know what I mean? I definitely believe it's coming from a higher source. But it's been fun, man. I've been enjoying it. I done been on the other side of this thing. I done been on teams where at halftime you down by 45 and you going trying to figure out what you're gonna say to your boys. So I definitely been enjoying it.
Wow.
Coach. So, man, hey, got a big matchup coming up. I'm gonna go bring it on out. The elephant in the room. You know what I'm saying? Pleasant Grove and Ramsey have played in the regular season. What, 5 times since you've been here? This is your 5th year. 5 times have played in the playoffs. This will be number 3. Your record on the field is 57-10, and 4 of those losses are to Ramsey. I wish some of them could have been in the playoffs. Maybe I might have another ring or something. But the elephant in the room, man, what does it mean? What does this rivalry mean to you, and what does it mean to the Pleasant Grove community and the city of Birmingham, man, Jefferson County? What does this rivalry mean?
Man, I hate to put that rivalry tag on it. I think it's a great region game. It's a big time region game from a tough region. The rivalry for us is they've always been Harrytown and Fairfield, but man, it's turned it into a rivalry. I don't want to put that rivalry tag on it yet,
Okay.
man. But it's definitely a tough game, man. It's intense. These kids play Little League with each other. They know each other. They hang out with each other. So, man, that always put a little bit extra on it, man. And especially when you this close to each other, as far as the different communities. We on the outskirts a little bit of the city. But man, it's definitely tough, man. Everybody know them to come out and support the game, man, and it's big. It's stuff like this, man. These kids will never forget. You got a lot of these kids that's not gonna play college football. They're not gonna play in the league. But being able to be a part of these types of games, man, and where you have 3 and 4 and 5,000 folks there to come and watch you play, man, you'll never forget those things. So, man, it's interesting, man. As a coach, you should love and enjoy being in those type of atmospheres. So, we gonna see, but I don't want to put no rivalry tag on it yet, man.
My bad.
Hey,
My bad. My bad.
We get it.
Big game.
I understand your humility, coach, but it's on your y'all shared it on your page, coach. Yeah. You got somebody following you that shared it and said it was a big rivalry.
Yeah, nah, man.
Even made a revision and a correction. The game is Friday. And so y'all come out of court for the rivalry. But anyway, coach, man, listen, we love what you're doing. If there's anything we can do here as local guys who love the sport, coaching, playing, grew up in the city, just following good programs. Is anything Birmingham Let's Talk Sports can do? If there's a message or anytime you want to come on, coach, you got an open pass. Let us know, coach. And we wish you well wishes and on Friday. And not only on the field, coach, but we wish you well in life. And so from this house to yours, man, we love you, man, like a brother. And that's real talk.
Man, we appreciate you coming on today, dog, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, man, and you and your boys. We know y'all gonna be ready Friday, man. We are looking forward to it. Can't wait. And we appreciate you coming on tonight, man.
Man, anytime, man. You guys call, man. I'm there, man. I ain't gonna never be one of them cats that ain't never got time, man, to reach out and talk with folks, man. You definitely gotta make sure you stay humble. My biggest thing, man, is staying out the way, staying humble, man. But I appreciate you guys and you guys' platform and what you're doing. Giving us a platform and giving coaches in general in the city a platform to be able to come out, man. You know how it go, man. We don't get much media attention. We don't get that much love. We kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Folks don't come out and support us as far as media outlets like they do over the mountain. I might get in trouble for saying it, but it is what it is. It's the truth. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating, man. But so I'm appreciative of you guys for taking time away from you guys' family to do this and to give us this platform to be able to come out and talk and have conversations, man. So salute to you guys, man. And I know my frat brother, he love that purple and gold, but I know he got that blue in him too. So just make sure you tell them boys take it easy on us up there on the hill Friday, man.
I knew it. Okay. Hey, go Bears, man. I'm gonna leave that one on y'all, man. Y'all enjoy that. Go Bears. I'll come in the room with the purple and go Bears, baby. Go Bears, man. Dirty MC.
Oh, it's all day, Dirty MC, baby.
Dirty MC, baby. Dirty MC. Well, Coach, we know you got more planning to do, more prep to do, and you got family to go see. We love you, man, and good luck on Friday.
Rudolph.
Man, appreciate it, Rudolph. Love y'all. Peace.
Love you, Coach.
Man, hey, so that was our second guest of the season. Our first guest of the season was quarterback from Shays Valley, Steve Brown.
Yeah.
And we just had head coach Darrell LeBeaux of the Pleasant Grove Spartans.
Where y'all at, man? Drop them hearts and lights, man. Let's give Coach some love, man. Where y'all at? Drop them hearts and lights. Let's give Coach some love, man. Great interview, man. Love this guy, man. What he stands for football, on and off the field. Man, it's been a real good view to see what has happened to that community. This is why we do what we do, man. This is why y'all don't understand, but this is why we do what we do. Highlighting the positive, making sure that there's not a negative label and stigmatism on what happens on this side of the mountain. But most importantly, man, if y'all could just see the love that they have for this guy and the love that he has for them, man, if you could just see it up close and be there to witness the energy, the parents, the administration, the community at large has rallied, and that's only because he has poured into them.
Okay, so we both work at Rams, and so folks are like, well, they got Pleasant Grove coach on, but they don't understand that we both coached at Pleasant Grove Youth Park growing up. Absolutely. We coached a lot of those kids that he's coached over the last 5 years. We coached them too. Yeah. Like that Ramsey Pleasant Grove game is not. It's a huge. He said ain't no rivalry, but like he said, those guys all grew up playing together. You understand? And playing against each other, man, it's just huge. And I've watched Pleasant Grove football from an inside perspective, both and sides. The community was begging for something else. And when he came in with, it was like more than I thought they could even imagine for. They knew what they wanted because they knew what they didn't want. But when he came in and brought, man, come on, man, they've been to the state championship 3 times in a row. And they got a chance to go 4 in a row, man. That's crazy. It's crazy.
He just said it. There are coaches in this city have coached 20 and 30 years and have never been to the game. He's been there 3 times in the last 5 years. 3.
Man.
That's crazy. Man. And 2 of which he beat Ramsey on the way down.
Yeah.
That's crazy too. So
in years where they had already beat him in the regular season,
so that's what
we talk about how hard it is to beat a team twice.
Man, it's very hard to get your guys to focus in and just take care of a team. I mean, we see it on the college level, we see it on the pro level. Nothing changes for high school or little league. It's hard to beat a team twice. So, with that being said, we're gonna get there.
We're gonna go into the playoff match. Before we go into the playoff matchup, all right. So, like I said, I don't want to split the time, but because like I told you before, for those who didn't know, we invited both coaches on.
Yeah.
Coach Jackson had a previous engagement; he could not come.
Absolutely.
But we still want to shout him out and talk about how a greater job he's done in his second year with this program. Last year, he took the team to the second round of the playoffs.
In his
first year, a lot of people did not expect that. Played a lot of 9th and 10th graders. Started a 9th grader at quarterback last year. and was able to lead that team to the second round. This year, what they have done is dynamic. Like they last week, Ramsey broke the school scoring record. So this team, this 2022 Ramsey offense, is the all-time scoring Ramsey, highest scoring offense in Ramsey history. All right. The defense, I think, man, they probably scored like 10, 11 touchdowns on the season. Like that's unheard of. A defense that I promise you they got double-digit touchdowns. I don't know how many they have, but I know they got double-digit touchdowns on the season because we done played 13 games and they've scored in all of them except for maybe one or two. So it is like for when Coach Nelson left, for Jackson to take over, and not only take over, had a almost 100% turnover rate on the staff. So he rebuilt the entire staff, and you want to say he ain't missed a beat, but I'm trying to say it's like he got an extra beat. It's like he got an extra beat, man. I'm being for real. This team that I'm watching, this Ramsey football team that I'm watching, is different. I told somebody this today. It's not like any other Ramsey team I've watched in the last 10 years. And the only thing I can attribute it to is the different coaching staff. Like, dude, they are.
They have.
Coach Nelson. Okay, I'm not there. So, in all Coach Nelson, he's very disciplined and old school, and Coach Jackson is old school, but it's like they playing with a different swagger that I've never seen on a Nelson coach team. I've coached with Nelson in two different spots and different things. His team like more like cowboy boots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This team like J's. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Coach Nelson walk out there. His team wearing cowboy boots with a cowboy hat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we come out here, we're gonna kick your butt. But this team come out like, hey, what up, folks?
I mean, I think because we were there when most of these guys got there. This was the COVID year. These guys came in with something to prove. From day one, I think all of us knew this unit would be special. How special? That was undetermined. And not only that, to have the coaching turnover and to maintain their specialness is a testament to the players too. Yeah, and what you see on this team is team. You see team. You don't see egos. You don't see anything as big eyes and little U's. You see team. And I know this has to be a wonderful Coach Jackson and his staff to have such guys that are performing in the classroom and on the field, but to have a brotherhood. They're brothers. Like when you see people throwing, I can go get this touchdown, I'm throwing it to you. When you see stuff like that in a game, that tells you a lot about the character of the team. So that's kudos to coaching because they usually take the mantle from your leader. And so kudos to the staff, man. This is their second year together, and they're doing great things, and they got a great opportunity in front of them. Win one game,
go back out. Get back on the bus and go back out.
And go make it a special repeat. And they got a chance to do something very special here.
And the more thing I got to say about the Rams team before we go into the thing, because I've watched Rams football up close, personal, 10 years. All right, let me tell you something about this Ramsey team. It's the least clicked up team I've seen.
Yeah.
So, when you play football, everybody have cliques because, this is my friend, that's my friend. I want my friend to play. I want my friend to start. I want my friend to be the quarterback. You find that you'll run into that and kids will play different
in every sport.
You know what I'm saying? Ooh, they'll run through because this dude their quarterback and, kind of take off. This is the least clicked up team I've seen at Ramsey. The 11th and the 12th graders, those are the guys who playing because it ain't many 9th and 10th graders playing. But the 11th and 12th graders, man, they hang together, they go out together, they eat. Man, hey, we going out here to eat, we finna go work out together. Man, when I tell you they have a bond, I ain't seen it in 10 years at Ramsey. That's why I say this is, to me, the best one I've seen with my own. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They loaded.
They loaded talent, it is.
But we know talent alone
Man.
don't do it. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
know talent alone
alone
don't
don't
do
do
it. I
it.
know talent alone don't do it. I know talent alone don't do it. But I'm just telling you what I watched in the 13 games I've watched with my eyes. Man, they tough.
they are tough.
They tough.
They tough, man.
They tough.
And
like I said, they playing for each other too. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing, you know, yeah, you coach all that, but dog, when you playing you and your brother, and y'all can look at each other and go, "Hey, we not losing."
that's why they never out of game.
We're not losing.
That's why they're never
It
out of
ain't,
the
it
game.
ain't. The coach ain't gotta say nothing. When I look at you and I say, "Hey, man, we not losing," that right there.
Yeah. Nah, and I think here in the store, 16 was like that too. Brotherhood, hold each other accountable, just love, man. And so here we are with a great opportunity. So now, y'all know what time it is. Drop them predictions.
Hey, we coming up, finna roll it. Hold on, I got you. We going cellmate first. We're gonna go ahead and run the championship game. Cause it's already ready. I got that 7-8 bracket up. Auburn versus Thompson. Throw them predictions up. Auburn versus Thompson. Will Thompson win again, or can Auburn pull off the upset and win this ship? Coach Keith Etheridge in his first championship game at Auburn. Who you got, Freeman or Etheridge? I'm going Auburn. I've seen. Yeah, guess what? They were not impressive when I saw them, but they won. So guess what? They doing something right. Thompson 41.
I'm going
21.
I'm going Thompson. Going Thompson
until proven otherwise.
I'm going with history. You know I'm a historian. I love it. So I'm going with the history.
He got Thompson.
I got Thompson
until otherwise.
I got Thompson in a close game.
All right. Here we go. 6A. 6A. We got Saraland at Theodore and Muscle Shoals in Mount Brook. I got Saraland in the rematch. It's hard to beat the team twice. I got Saraland over Theodore.
Right.
And shout out to Mountain Brook. I got Mountain Brook in the ship versus Saraland. Battle of the big bucks in the championship.
Okay.
Big buck bowl.
I'm rolling with Saraland as well. I just think it's hard to beat a team twice. All right. And who was the next one you said?
Mount Brook. Got Alvin Simon and Theodore. Theodore didn't win the first matchup with Saraland. They beat them by 1, 28-27. All right. That's 5A. That's 6A.
All right. So we got Mountain Brook. That's what everybody's saying in the comments. Mountain Brook. Saraland and Mountain Brook in the final. Okay.
All right.
I'm running with Mountain Brook.
Who you got in 1A? Leroy versus Millery, Pickens County, Coosa Christian.
Ooh, let's see.
I got Leroy, perennial powerhouse from 2A.
Yeah.
They used to be the Leroy Bell. And I got Pickens County.
I'm going Pickens County, definitely.
Yeah, that's old. What's your boy name? You be down there? You be the principal? At midfield. He down there in Pickens County. What was his name? Anthony. Charles Anthony. Yeah, that was our principal at midfield. Charles Anthony.
We're going Pickens.
We're going with Charles Anthony.
Pickens County for the Pickens.
2A.
All right.
B.B. Comer.
Yeah.
Highland. Home. Fife. And Pixar. We already know who wins 2A every year. Fife. So I'm taking Fife and BB Comer
for the championship.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Fife on that one.
I'm gonna got Fife on that one too. Fife wins it all again. All right, so what that's 3A?
Yeah, that was 2.
No, I'm saying next 3A.
Yeah, 3AX. We got St. James versus Mobile Christian, Piedmont, and Sylvania. Mobile Christian, don't look at their record. They had to forfeit 4 games in the season. So that's why they got so many losses. But they have a great team. I'm going Mobile Christian and Piedmont in the championship. If you have not watched Piedmont has a quarterback by the name of Jack Hayes. He is the all-time leading yards and scoring champion for the state of Alabama.
Man,
not Piedmont, for the state of Alabama. That boy
dude.
been just running and winning and championships since he was in the 8th grade. And
he's tough.
Hey, he's tough. I'm talking about
he's gonna run into your linebackers and all that.
It ain't no wildcat.
No,
but they playing bobcat. He back there bobbing and weaving. Hey,
so I'm going Piedmont for the win.
Jack Hayes, 3A Piedmont. All right, 4A Andalusia, Catholic Montgomery, Cherokee, and Onion. Oh man. It looked like an old midfield region matchup back in the day.
What it looked like, though.
Yeah, man. Andalusia, man. Shout out to Andalusia. Shout out to Coach Milk down that way, man. My buddy, man, I met him. He was coaching at Greenville. He the basketball coach down at Andalusia. He coached basketball, football down there too. But I'm rolling with Catholic Montgomery. They got upset last year right here in the semifinals. They were undefeated, had one of the best teams in the state of Alabama, highest scoring team, and was the lowest point total given up. And then they lost in the 4th round last year. I do not see that happening again this year. I know they'll focus in this week. I got Catholic Montgomery, and I'm taking Aniana
for the win
on the north. I'm going Catholic Montgomery for the championship, but I got them playing Aniana in the ship next week.
All right. So we got Andalusia, we got Montgomery Catholic and Aniana for the matchup. Okay, all right. Well,
now to the granddaddy. The granddaddy of them all, the granddaddy. 5A,
baby.
In 5A, we got Old Face Academy versus Charles Henderson. And then we got Pleasant Grove versus Ramsey. Woo! Boy, listen, Charles Henderson head coach is a cute. And you know Coach LeBeaux is a cute.
Ooh, boy, that's gonna be
if them two play in the ship, do you want to know how the brothers gonna be down at all? The brothers will be at all. The Brewers will be at Auburn if them two playing in the championship, man. The Brewers will be at Auburn. That's that.
Might be Clay too.
Clay too. I don't know. Who you got?
PG and Faye, good night. I see you, Coley.
Oh no, not the flippers. The flippers flipping on me. Y'all, come on, flippers. The flippers flipping on me. I got Ramsey. Come on, Flip. Where Flip at? Flip ain't flipping on me, is it?
Flip.
Flip ain't on the Flip ain't coming.
Flip ain't coming.
Lee, I'm talking about Lee. He one of them ex-flippers.
Yeah.
What? That was at PG.
Flip didn't come in. Let's see. But so we got Sean and Flip been on the same wavelength. So she got Ramsey, Charles Henderson. The bros will be at home. Go Rams. Okay. You got Rams?
I got Ramsey, Rams versus Charles Henderson in the championship. Ramsey has lost here before. We know it's hard to beat a team twice in a season. Ramsey beat Pleasant Grove once this year already. Listen, man. This team is got a little bond about them, man. They special. It's gonna be close. It's gonna come down to. It's gonna be the closest one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been some games where they kind of ran away with each other, blow out one way or the other between Rams and PG. This one won't be that. This one is going to be the dog fight of all dog fight. It's going to be Stallone Creed. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever can get up before the 10 bell count gonna win. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be a slugfest. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen to me now. It's gonna be a slugfest. LeBeaux offense versus Coach Williams, Coach C. Will offense. The defensive matchup. Hey man, this all right. This heavyweight bout right here, man. This heavyweight bout.
Okay. All right, let's check out some of these comments before I get mine. Just rooting for the bros. No picking over here. Ramsey wins by late INT to stop the winning drive. But God, go Rams. Ramsey litmus test was last week. Caller says LeBeaux not losing twice. Whoever wins the line of scrimmage wins, and we got defense. Okay, so
all great points.
You know how I roll. I'm very progressive, but I'm also very moderate. But I'm a historian of the game. And my pick is PG. PG by 10. Here's why. Both teams have been here before. And if history is history, not only is it hard to beat a team twice in the same season, PG has, and so I'm doing this analytically. PG has that check. 3 times to the state, twice through Ramsey in the same round. Legion Field was a sad day that day. So the whole field advantage is off the table for me because PG has been here before. Not only have they been here before, but they won big when they got there. So if I go last 2 years, this year, and I watched that game very closely, courtesy of Birmingham Let's Talk. That game was super close. Ramsey came back late, and I think those questionable situations in that game are off the table. That was a different quarterback for Ramsey, different quarterback for PG. That cancels out. It's going to come down to the running game. And who will stay committed to the run game? Now, history, again, tells me that goes to PG.
If you're going back for back, I'm taking 2.
No, I ain't talking about the backs.
Okay.
I'm talking about who will stay committed to the run game.
Gotcha.
Okay. Because all the times the best team doesn't win.
Oh, I got you.
But who will stay committed to the run game? And if history is true to history, it's hard to beat a team twice in the same season. PG and Ramsey both have been here. Ramsey has beat Pleasant Grove by double digits a couple of times. And by this year, they came back to win the game. And each time that Ramsey won that game, they lost that game. So, ding. And it's a hard pick, but I'm going with the experience. I'm going with the history. I'm going PG. I'm going to say 10. Say by 10.
I'm going Ramsey. 28-27.
Woo. Okay, I'm going 35-24, 35-24, something like that. 35-25, maybe 38-25. I mean 35-28, somewhere in there. I think the team to 30 first win. I think it's just that type of game, and if it stays low, is in Ramsey's favor. So if we got a 14-0 game, 10-0 game, that's in Ramsey's favor. But if it get into the 20s and the 30s, I think that game is Pleasant Grove, and that's just based on the history.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I definitely don't want to play offense with LeBeaux.
And
I don't want to play offense with him.
I'm just saying.
He whip him up quick, boy.
No.
He don't even be showing like that boy got a handful. He's gonna pull out on Friday, man. Do you hear me? That boy hands just like this, that hand full. You hear me?
Dude. Both times, it's like we didn't even play the first game. He came with a whole different game plan.
Yeah.
And it's like nothing you saw the first time. So he's here already. He's here thinking about this game, the first game. And leaving that game Ramsey is a great team. PG is a great team. We got 2 great coaches. I'm just rolling with history. Nothing personal. Who will stay committed to the run? That's where I'm going. They're going, man, I might not have a job. So, at my job, we do rewrites every year. I feel you, cuz.
Man, hey, this is what it's all about, man. Shout out to everybody who's playing this week. Like I said, man, it's an honor just to make it to the Thanksgiving practice, man. Wake up on Thursday morning and go to practice and eat that little breakfast with your team and go home with your family and start getting those pads together for that game tomorrow, that big game. So, man, shout out to all the coaches, coaching staff, all the players, the administrators and teachers and the band directors, the school, everybody, administrators, ADs, everybody who's made it to this point, man. You're in the Final Four. You've had a successful year. Shout out to all our teams locally. That's why we did those 2 teams last. We've covered those teams all season,
right?
Ramsey and Pleasant Grove. But also shout out to Mountain Brook, who's still playing. Yeah, man, we have to bring championship back to this area. So check this out. Man, I didn't even look up the stat, but it has to be about 9 years. It's been a team from Jefferson County play in the state championship game every year.
Yeah, if you include Thompson and
I ain't talking about. I'm talking about the Jefferson County.
You're talking about Jefferson County system.
System.
Yeah.
You got to think about all the ships because you got to realize Pleasant Grove has been there 4 times. Yeah. They lost in 14. 2. They went in 14. You got Mortimer Jordan went. Clay won all those 1, 2. Pinson won 3. Like they've had a team there every year. They've been in the mix.
Ramsey's in there. In 9 years.
Yeah, man. Ramsey. We said it again. I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to the Ramsey football program. It is, and that's why. Check this out. So we gotta get out of here. So let's check this out. All the success that Ramsey has had in the last 9 years, if they lose the PG right here, it's kind of like the LeBron Golden State debate. You know what I'm saying? Is LeBron the GOAT, even though Golden State is winning all these ships? You know what I'm saying? Like Ramsey got this claim as as probably the top Birmingham City School program in history. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a 10-year period, been to the finals 3 times. To the finals once, the semifinals 3 times, been to the quarterfinals 5 times. You know, this is a 9-year period. You did all of this, but you keep losing the PG. So would that be like the legacy? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this team was the best team ever in Birmingham City Schools, but they lost to Pleasant Grove 3 times in the playoff.
You know how it is when, and we see this with Saban, we see this with Belichick. Again, the best team doesn't always win, but it's like, you know how it's that team that got your number, or that coach that got your number. Like Hugh Freeze got Nick Saban's number. That's my opinion. And they just got it. I think they got that number, and I just think we're gonna see what history talking about. I saw somebody say they can do rewrites, but
we disconnecting that number. We got a new number.
We're gonna see
911, baby.
We're gonna see, because if it don't, you definitely got to put him in that GOAT category.
Now, you know what number to call, though. You know what number to dial. Hey, you want me to help you out?
Deuce. But hey,
get a ball to number 2.
Yeah, and again,
call on 2.
The commitment to the run game.
Come on, man.
Will you stay committed
number
to the
2,
run game?
man. Best running back in Ramsey history.
Committed to the run game.
Best running back in Ramsey history.
Ramsey was up twice.
You hear me? Pancake. You hear me?
The other way, where they stayed committed to the run game. And speaking of which, now, I don't know if you've seen that little running back from Pleasant Grove. He ain't no slouch.
Oh, I've been watching.
He ain't no slouch.
Derek for a couple years. I know exactly who he is.
Not a slouch.
You ever seen him do them backflip burpees?
Dude,
You ever see? Did you see him do them backflip burpees?
I didn't see that, but
Okay.
I saw him live
I
in
watched the cat do 5 full backflip burpees in Coach L's studio over there at the center. Dog.
Wow.
5 backflip burpees. Talking about hit the ground, jump up, backflip, full backflip, boom, back on the ground. 5. Non-stop. That dude's super athletic. And he built like a brick.
Wow.
Dog, he built like a little brick.
Look
Dog,
at
no, real talk. So he the training session this summer, Coach L had the event at Legion Field.
Right.
He won the MVP for the whole camp.
He looks like it.
Yeah.
He's not a slouch, but Rams have held him in check. Can they do it again?
No, he didn't.
He didn't play that game.
Yeah, he wasn't really playing. He actually. I ain't gonna leave it.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it.
I ain't gonna leave all that there.
Well, I do know the defense won that game, and so can they do it again? Can they stop that offense of Darrell LeBeaux and make history go bye-bye? We shall see. I agree, Robert. Number 2 changed the whole game in the first quarter last Friday.
1 quarter. Not the first quarter. 1 quarter.
Yeah, in 1 quarter. You're right.
Yes, sir.
Last one. I was like, whoo. And I think before he even got started, he was like maybe 5 carries on the night. So
he had 1 carry in the first half. In the paper, it said all his yards came in the second half.
Well, look at it like this. He won't be able to do that this Friday.
No, you can't wait till the second half to open that thing up.
Because offense is defense too.
Yeah.
If I keep that ball away from you and get a fact, if Leeds have a little bit more offense, we're singing a different tune. So defense.
Hey, I like this right here. Let me tell you, man. Sometimes you can win a game because you have the best player on the field. And it's hard for you to show me a player that's better than QB Reese. Who's played better football this season than QB Reese?
He's a constant thread to that team. He's the center. He's the team. He's the defense. He is the nucleus.
So, like I said, whenever you got the best player on the field, you always in the game.
Yeah,
and not only that, he plays all 3 phases of the game. Like he probably makes 3 or 4 tackles a game on special teams.
Well, I tell you
and if he goes on offense and blocks, it's a big run. He only goes in when they really need it, and it pops. It pops.
Oh yeah, he's a good kid.
And he caught a touchdown in the PG game. The deciding would later will be the deciding touchdown. He slipped out the backfield. His only catch of the season. Just throwing it out there. His only catch of the season. He caught the touchdown against Pleasant Grove. QB Reese.
I agree, Coach. You got to be able to control the line of scrimmage. So that's why I'm saying you can't decide in the 4th quarter to run the ball. You got to run the ball, and you got to be committed to it. Because if not, it's going to be a long night for both teams. Whoever can establish that line of scrimmage is going to win this game. Both defenses are intact, and both quarterbacks are playing really good football. So, and Ramsey has a new quarterback, and that's going to be the X factor. I know number 2 is there; he was there then, but Ramsey has a new quarterback, and to me, number 5 is the X factor for me. But anyway, what y'all think, man? We appreciate y'all.
Hey, check this out. We talked about we dedicated a lot of time, right? So we talked about Derek Daniels over there at Pleasant Grove, running back, Derek Davis. Pleasant Grove don't sleep on them now. They got some dogs.
Oh, I'm not sleeping on them.
Dogs.
I'm looking at the team.
Dogs.
And they've gotten better. Both teams are not the same. That's why I'm saying, that's why I'm going. I got to go with history because both teams are way better than they were when they played.
Hey, check this out. Watch when 3 goes to quarterback for Pleasant Grove. The cornerback. Lil Cam. Hey, straight JJ Nelson. It ain't nothing but a quarterback sweep.
Yeah.
Man, I watched him the other day, man.
He run 5.
He beat everybody to the corner. You hear me?
You remember I tell you, speed when a dude run fast sideways? That's him. Okay. Well, we appreciate the love, man. One more week before we go down to the A-Town, and I'm not talking about Atlanta, I'm talking about the old brand. So we appreciate your love, man. Support. It was a great show. Again, thank you, Coach LeBeaux, for tuning in with us, sharing your love and just sharing your expertise. Go Rams. Go Rams. Go Spartans. It's going to be a huge mecca. I'm looking for 5,000 at this game. So if you're in the city, you're in the county, Friday night, Legion Field, 7 o'clock is the place to be. Good football, good bands. Both bands are very good, too. So come out. You're going to see great coaching, great players, great athletes, and a great, great game. As we get ready to get out of here, man, let's pray. God, we thank you for, again, another day in this season of Thanksgiving. God, we just want to say thank you. We thank you for mercy. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for your love, that you give us not what we deserve, but you give us what we don't deserve. And then you hold back the punishment for what we do deserve, and that's your mercy. Father, we ask now that to cover our kids, cover our coaches, cover our programs, cover our schools, cover our city, cover our communities, cover our mayor. We lift up all of our council, commissioners, our superintendents, our principals, administrators, teachers. Keep us safe, God, from the invisible enemy. And then, God, we pray for a blessed day on Friday. No hurt, harm, or danger to any of the players. And God, continue to allow us to be this vehicle where people can watch and view the games, being able to bring to them highlighted action from this side of Jefferson County. As we get ready to dismiss from this place, but never from the presence of your care, we ask that you keep us until we shall meet again. And ultimately, we give you the glory. In your name, we say amen. Well, come on, put your college stuff on, man.
Man, listen, man. Heavyweight bout, man. Stallone and Creed. You remember that? They hit each other. They both knocked each other out. On the floor. And they both trying to stumble to get up. And Rocky got up right before Apollo did, right before the bell sounded. It took him 9.5 seconds to get up. And I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a big bout. I think both teams are going to come out with everything they got, man. And the last man standing will be at the state championship game.
I agree, man. And it can't be no other way. It can't be no other way. What they say? May the best man win. Yeah, man. Yeah.
You go straight cut. Hey, man. Hey, so man, appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight, man. Y'all was real active. I appreciate it. Shout out to all the commenters and your picks. We've been pretty good on some of these picks. We done lost a few. Shout out to Tarver Athletic Solutions for all athletes who are in need of consultation and counseling about what's next, the next step that you need to take for your collegiate athletic career, ACT prep process, clearinghouse, all your athletic needs. Contact our sponsor, Tarver Athletic Solutions, Dr. Stephen Tarver. All right. Other sponsor tonight, as always, YE, Young Entrepreneurs. We're live from the YE Studios at the Heritage Town Center, 873 Denison Avenue, Suite 106. Available for all your photography needs, pop-up podcast, all different things going on right here in the YE Hub. And our other sponsor, as always, Chicken Therapy Grill. If you have not, go and like our page on Facebook and Instagram, Chicken Therapy Grill. This week, we are running a special all week long, 50 wings for $50. All week long, 50 wings for $50.
50.
Thanksgiving, pull up with the Chicken Therapy wings. Iron Bowl this Saturday. Alabama and Auburn. I'm a Bayou Classic folks, you know what I'm saying? Southern and Gremlin. This week, you can get your 50-piece whole wing smoked in therapy sauce, lemon pepper, barbecue, or just grill, however you like them. 50-piece for $50. Just contact or DM. You got something to play on the way out of here, man.
I'm
Let's go.
trying-
Lay it down, man.
Lay-
Let's go.
lay-
You know you like the cussing anyway. Come on,
Okay. Hey. On my old school, here you go. Blackout Friday, baby. Y'all stay safe on your shopping and all that. You know, turkey for your boy.
Ramsey, they're all black on Black Friday. What are we gonna do to get hit by QB Reese? What are you gonna do to get hit by QB Reese?
Man, it's been real, man. We holler at y'all.
We're going to Auburn, baby.